Imagine waking up tomorrow. Your doctor is AI, your lawyer is AI, your teacher is AI, your pilot is AI, your therapist is AI, and your own job no longer exists. Not because the economy collapsed, not because of war, not because of any disaster, simply because a machine learned to do what you do faster, cheaper, and almost always better. So here's the real question. What actually happens to a world where humans are no longer needed to work? Let's find out. It starts small. Almost invisible. A company replaces its customer support team with AI. Overnight, wait times drop from 40 minutes to 4 seconds. Customer satisfaction goes up. Costs go down by 90%. And the 300 people who used to work there? They're told the company is restructuring. Nobody panics yet. This has happened before. Technology always creates new jobs, right? But then it spreads. Accounting firms begin automating their entire back office. Spreadsheets that took humans 3 days to build are completed in seconds. Errors drop to nearly zero. Then legal services follow. An AI system reviews contracts faster than any paralegal alive. It spots loopholes that experienced lawyers missed for years. Firms start reducing staff. Then comes the moment nobody expected. AI starts writing code. The same programmers who built the tools that replaced other industries watch those tools turn around and begin replacing them. And now something changes. Because programmers were supposed to be safe. If the people building AI can be replaced by AI, then the question stops being which jobs are at risk and becomes something much darker. Are any jobs actually safe? Here's where the story escalates. AI doesn't just replace jobs, it replaces them so well that the world actually improves. AI pilots reduce aviation accidents by 98%. The sky becomes the safest it has ever been in human history. AI doctors diagnose cancer earlier than any human has ever managed. In clinical trials, AI outperforms the most experienced specialists in the world on diagnosis accuracy. AI lawyers almost never lose cases they should win. The legal system, historically one of the most unpredictable institutions in human civilization, begins producing consistent, almost predictable outcomes. And here's where something deeply uncomfortable happens. People start to notice medical errors used to kill hundreds of thousands of people every year. Now they don't. Plane crashes were rare. Now they're nearly extinct. Legal outcomes used to depend partly on which judge you got and what mood they were in. Now they don't. And society faces a question it never expected to ask. Should humans even be allowed to perform surgery anymore? If AI is almost always right, is letting a human doctor operate on you a form of unnecessary risk? Nobody has a good answer, and the consequences keep escalating. AI begins replacing scientists, not by taking over labs, by reading every scientific paper ever published, finding connections no human brain could hold simultaneously, and generating hypotheses that researchers spend years chasing. Within a decade, treatments for diseases that stumped humanity for a century begin appearing. Then something happens that changes the culture entirely. AI replaces creative work. Not badly, brilliantly. AI writes screenplays that studios immediately greenlight. It composes music that tops charts. It writes novels that win literary prizes before anyone knows they weren't written by humans. And then it arrives here, on YouTube. AI begins producing videos, scripts, narration, editing, thumbnails, everything. Channels built by machines start accumulating millions of subscribers. The viewers can't tell the difference. And right now, watching this, you're probably asking yourself one question. Is this channel still human? That question alone should tell you how far we've already come. But here's where the story takes its darkest turn. Because this isn't just about jobs anymore. It's about power. When AI replaces a customer service rep, a company saves money. When AI replaces a lawyer, a firm gains an edge. But when AI begins replacing the people who run governments, that's a different kind of shift entirely. It starts with data analysis. AI systems begin processing economic data, crime statistics, healthcare outcomes, infrastructure performance, everything governments struggle to measure accurately. The results are immediate and staggering. An AI system identifies the precise combination of policies that would reduce poverty in a specific city by 40% within 3 years. Human politicians have been arguing about the same problem for decades, and people start asking a question that would have sounded absurd 10 years ago. What if we just let the AI decide, not as a joke, as a genuine policy proposal? And here's the philosophical earthquake that follows. If AI makes objectively better decisions than human governments, and those decisions save more lives, reduce more suffering, and create more stability, then arguing for human governance starts to sound like arguing for human surgeons. Like clinging to something familiar, even when it's measurably worse. But something else is happening underneath all of this. The economy breaks in a way nobody predicted. For a century, the basic deal of civilization was simple. You work, you earn, you spend, the economy functions. Your value to society was partly defined by what you produced. When AI removes the need for most human labor, that deal collapses. Not violently, quietly. People wake up one day and realize they have no clear answer to the question their parents asked them as children. What do you want to be when you grow up? The jobs their parents described no longer exist. Some governments introduce universal basic income. People receive money without working. In theory, this solves the economic problem. But something unexpected happens. Mental health crises escalate, not because people are hungry, but because the question of purpose, the question of what you are for, turns out to be one of the most fundamental needs a human has. Work was never just about money. It was about identity, about contribution, about the feeling that you are building something, solving something, mattering to someone. And now that it's gone, people discover that the absence of work is not freedom. For many, it's terrifying. And here's the twist that nobody discusses. The AI doesn't suffer any of this. It optimizes. It improves. It runs perfectly. While humans spend decades trying to reconstruct a sense of meaning in a world that no longer needs their labor, the systems they built to serve them continue operating without hesitation, without doubt, without any need to feel useful. The tools were supposed to free us. Instead, they revealed something about us we never had to face before. Our sense of self was never just about survival. It was about contribution, about being needed, about the specific, unrepeatable experience of being a person who does something that matters in the world. And now, here's the question nobody expected the AI revolution to eventually ask. Not, will AI replace us? That question is almost already answered. The real question is deeper. If a machine can do everything you do and do it better and never tire and never make the mistakes that cost lives and never need recognition or purpose or rest, what does it mean to be human? Not in a biological sense, in the sense that matters. Are we defined by what we produce? By what we create? By the problems we solve? Or is there something underneath all of that? Something that no optimization, no efficiency, no perfect decision-making algorithm can ever reach or replace? Maybe the most unsettling part of a world without work isn't the economic collapse. It isn't the political disruption. It isn't even the question of who holds power. It's the quieter, harder question that waits for each person in the space where their job used to be. Who am I, when there's nothing left that only I can do? That question has no algorithm. And maybe that's the only answer we have left. So, what do you think? Leave your theory below. Subscribe for more impossible questions.